Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Uh-oh, Richard.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
Oh, okay.
Hello guys, remember that some time ago I wrote about John Wick versus Alonso in Training Day. There's a very cool video on the internet that tells you the story of the real Alonso from Training Day, Mr. Perez, who was part of a Los Angeles Police Department gang called the Rampart scandal. What I'm going to try to do today is I'm going to try to connect that to Jada Pinkett Smith, how everything kind of connects to that. I will also approach what happened, the slap, from a more follow the money sense, because you will find a lot of people supporting either Chris Rock or Will Smith. The point is that everyone is talking about it, so that's great. That's great for the Oscars or the Academy Awards. I remember I started talking to you guys about the Academy Awards back when Oprah made a wonderful speech, when the Harvey Weinstein scandal was happening. I think the year after, we had Joaquin Phoenix talking about, using the same suit, which was kind of controversial. It was kind of cool, using the same suit to save the environment. So that was a great speech, acceptance speech. And then I think the year after, we had Ricky Gervais, the guy from The Office UK, make some jokes. I remember they were controversial, but I don't remember how they were controversial. So I will recommend to you 3 articles for you to read in order to help you follow the money. One of them is an article that talks about how ratings for the Oscars have been decreasing over the years. And the other one is about how what happened with the UFC during COVID. So as you know, the UFC is fighting, Ultimate Fighting Championship. And what happened during COVID is they had the chance to go to Saudi Arabia, to Fight Island. They're making, if we follow the money, I mean, they're doing better than ever. There's all this discussion of paying the fighters much better salaries because of all the money that they've been getting during the pandemic. People stopped watching, stopped watching the NFL and all the other sports. So some of those fans decided to come over to our sport. And I say to our sport because I've been following mixed martial arts for the past 10, 15 years. And I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the process that we're attracting, because I feel like I'm part of it. We're attracting new fans. So anyway, I think that's what the Oscar did. They knew the moment. They knew what was happening. They needed a way to connect. Even though the war is going on in Ukraine, it's kind of dirty. It's all about money. A lot of people will say whether the slap was real or fake. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into all that controversy because there's a lot of people making videos about that. What I will try to do is try to talk about the moment that we're going through and how this is being exploited for ratings, and talk to you about the company that is in charge of some of these ratings. So also analyzing it from a long-time UFC fan perspective. So what happened? The UFC is doing well during the pandemic. The Oscars, they're doing the right thing, because they don't want their ratings diminishing. So everyone is talking about it. It's gone viral. There are thousands of videos, whether it's animations, discussion is all over the place, both in Spanish, and because I speak Spanish and English, so I see a lot of people in Spanish taking sides. Is this right? Is this wrong? And just instigating that debate and bringing in the money and the ratings and the dollars and the ad revenue I mean, that's good for them. I'm really happy for them. So anyway, from a UFC fan perspective, the slap was fake. We're used to. I watch people fight, trained fighters fight every Saturday. I watch them, and you can see the when someone can punch. You know, you're putting your back into it. You're pouring your waist into it. This was a slap. So at the end of the day, I will also recommend an article that tells you that how Chris Rock actually benefited from this when it comes to money. You know, and I think the big winner here, honestly, is Chris Rock, and that's why I'm gonna talk about the connection with Jada and Tupac and all of that. So the title of this article is Chris Rock Gets the Last Laugh as tickets for the stand-up performance jump by jump 10 times. Not by 10%, 10 times. Just that's money. That's incredible. And I will also try to explain two expressions. Put your money with where your mouth is, and also the other expression that we're gonna work with today is money talks, bullshit walks. So in sports betting, you can support fighters, and you can say, "Oh, this one's the best and that one's the best." Some people get tired of talking, and this is about money. This is about betting. So, are you just gonna talk, or are you gonna, if you really support your fighter, are you gonna put the money, willing to risk money for him? Because that's the objective in Las Vegas. I always talk to people. I always tell people, look, go back to the old fights, especially during the pandemic. I think they became very popular. Go back to the classics. You know, let's say Julio Cesar Chavez. You know, go back to those classic Chavez fights, and just admire and look at all the famous people in the audience. A professional bettor, or someone who is a professional in Las Vegas, they will have a poker face, and a poker face means no emotion. They're focused. What happens if I win? Am I gonna celebrate and let everyone know? No. You can get robbed. You can, at the worst, worst case scenario, you could have people just clinging onto your fame and your money because they know you're won and willing to celebrate with you, and you know your money's gone that very same night, which is fine if that's what your objective and that's what you want to do. But most people are professionals. By professionals, they're gonna keep quiet. They're not gonna tell you whether they win or they lose, and that's why they have the poker face. If you lose, you're not gonna be a sore loser and start crying because everyone will make fun of you the next time you go to Las Vegas. You know, so that's why you try to keep that poker face. So people get tired of talking, and I'm getting tired of all the viral, and I'm getting tired of the discussion, honestly. That's why I decided to approach this from a different perspective and explain the expression, put your money where your mouth is. So let's say, obviously this is not going to happen, but it's a way to explain the expression. Let's say Chris Rock is going to face Will Smith. Just pick your fighter and put your money with your mouth is. Obviously all this is fake, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point here, just to expose how fake it is. And congratulations to the Academy Awards for tapping into what people are feeling at the moment. It's very controversial because of the war and violence, and whether condoning or not condoning violence. And finally, I'm not sure if I should give my opinion, but no, let's just keep it at that. I'm not gonna tell you I'll tell you my opinion in private about this matter and what I think. For now, let's just make a connection between the Rampart scandal and how that connects, not directly, how that connects indirectly to Jada.